Welcome friends, I'm Bev Adams. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I am on vacation with my husband and we're exploring Yellowstone. We also went over to South Dakota to see the monuments, having a great time. And amazingly enough, I packed my getting started supplies, and that's really all the space it takes, plus I packed some envelopes and paper, cardstock. So my work mat is just a bag that I got, and I'm going to make this card inspired by all the beautiful trees that we've been seeing and my vacation. Two great people, one great life. So let's get started. You're going to need the 1416 in color markers, and you're going to need basic supplies. Today I'm using the Itty Bitty Accents punch pack and an adhesive, and honestly I wish that I had brought my Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue today, and a bone folder and snips and the sponges, designer series paper stack, and something to say. You will need 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock scored at 4 1/4 for your card base, and I'm going to use it the tall way. My designer series paper, I chose this design, and it's just a little bit smaller. I think it's about 5 1/4 by 4. You're going to need another piece of Whisper white cardstock that's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and another that's 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. This is the layer we're going to stamp on, and this is the layer that I'm going to actually turn green. And I'm going to turn it green by coloring inside the marker box. This is just a wood mount box. You can use the green stamp pad, of course, or you can use the stamp pad to color. But since I'm traveling today, I just brought the bare minimum, and I really want to turn this piece pretty dark. And so this is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so I've got most of it done, and I really decided I wanted a darker border, and so I'm actually just using the brush side of the marker to color in around the edge, so I get a fairly dark, fairly even border. And I'm not concerned about the middle of it being dark, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this over, and I'm going to punch out this inside. I'm using the star punch, and I'm going to just punch as many stars as I can get, and I'm not even sure I care about maintaining the whole star. So just having 4 points would be fine on most of these. And I'm just really going to punch as many stars as I can get out of this center. And so I'll pause the video again. So I've got my pile of stars here, and I want to move on to my white layer, and I want to get just a hint of the background. So I'm going to put a hint of the mossy meadow on the ground, and I've been so inspired by all of the beautiful fall colors. I'm going to put some of the Lost Lagoon for the sky, and I'm going to brush it off. I just want a little bit, just Not so much that it's blue. I want to use some Tangelo Twist. Been seeing so many beautiful oranges and golds. So I'm going to get some Hello Honey. Find another place on my box palette here. And really, I think that that's all I want here. And now I'm going to start building my tree. So I'm going to put a row of snail, and I'm just going to start layering my stars. And if I've got a partial star, I'm going to put the full points down at the bottom. And the trees here are lodgepole pines, so they're fairly tall, they're quite tall and fairly narrow, so I've actually probably got it wider here than I should have, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put another row of adhesive here, just a little bit narrower. I'm just going to keep piling on my stars here. And again, I'll pause the video for you. Okay, so I think I've got my tree finished. Got a nice tall evergreen. And then I'm going to stamp, I think, one great life. No, I think I'm going to do two great people, one great life. My husband and I have been having a great time on this trip. And so this will be my Yellowstone card. Two great people. Okay. I've got my card base, my green layer, and my stamped and embellished layer. So I think I'm ready to assemble. So I'm going to adhere the Designer Series paper. It's just got a little bit of a white border around for the card base. Maybe I'll do this side. Just a tiny border. And then my dark green, my mossy meadow layer. That's all punched out on the inside. And so I want to center that as best I can. And then my, oh, I love that. Two great people, and then one great life on the inside. One great life. And I think I need a star, a heart on there, just because. I think I'll do the Tangelo Twist. Oh, and I messed it up here. So there are no mistakes. There's only opportunities for creativity. So I think I'll put another star, another heart there. And hopefully that will be enough to cover that up. And so there's my card. Thank you for stopping by. If you need supplies, or if you'd like to get our Lovely as a Tree or my Getting Started set, come on over to bevadams.com, and once again the Whisper White cardstock, Moonlight Designer Series paper, and I used the Something to Say set and also the Itty Bitty Punch back. Bye.